Hey guys, it's Childish, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to give you guys an update when it comes to my progression, but also talk about my first GVG experience. So again, fam, I want to thank you once again for checking out this video. I appreciate your support as always. If you want to see more Soul Strike content down the road, y'all know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, hit the notification bell so you guys know when the next video drops. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and talk about the first GVG experience. Again, for those of you guys that haven't been paying attention to the channel, just as of recent, we recently switched over to a guild with some of our friends, and this particular guild is a competitive guild. I'm part of the Alchemist family now, but I'm in the alt side of things. I'm in their second guild, second community, and last weekend we did our first GVG, or sorry, my first GVG, and we took on I think at the Infernal Castle. Now you will notice that I got some content set up. I'm down the road that will showcase our guild go over attacking this Amelga Strike guild, but unfortunately, both of us got taken by Garuda, which obviously is a very high level guild that did very good, got a lot of points there, so they were able to take over the record. So that being said, though, it was a really cool experience. I did enjoy the concept, learning a lot of new things. Again, as you guys might have guessed, when you get into any kind of new content in the game, it's always fun to check it out, play around with it, and have some fun. And in addition to that, it was cool to connect with people within the guild and talk about various strategies and this and that. That's one of the things that I've always enjoyed, kind of going back and forth, troubleshooting what's the best way to accomplish a goal, and just see what we could do. That being said, though, we unfortunately lost, but it is what it is. I don't expect to join a guild and win every single match, but it's good to know that a lot of things were learned in the last 24, 48 hours, and I'm going to be sharing just a tidbit of those with you here in the upcoming video, okay? So again, stay tuned for that. That's going to be a good one there, and then the video after that is going to be even crazier. It's going to be even better, but I'll leave it at that. I'm just leave it at that. But yeah, so get it back to the mix here. As you guys can see right now, we are climbing. We're moving pretty good right now. 7680, getting close to 7700 here. Definitely happy with my progress, and I could be more excited to let you guys all know we've been making quite a bit of updates when it comes to our stats here. Now, mind you, of course, I must be missing a skill or buff here, but generally speaking, I think my move speed's upward in the 10 to 15,000 ish or something like that. So, but yeah, we've been able to make a climb up here. We're of course using the fervent build. We're using Jaina with the enchant. We got our move speed buff on, and so we're doing pretty good here. So that being said, let me go ahead and take a look to see what else we got going on. Let's see. So yeah, we're still running the fire build as a main, even though I'm kind of working on earth on the side. I realized that the earth build that I want to do, it's going to take quite a bit. It's going to be part of an improvement, and it's kind of one of those things where I want to make the adjustments, leveling stuff up here, but I'm also kind of making a mistake because it's, when it comes to like hyper focusing on a specific build, you really got to go all in. It's kind of hard to spread your resources too thin, especially when we have limited, summons or whatnot going on, saving up, hundreds of thousands of ether to go ahead and get yourself, specific A3, A5, A unit skills, Alex, Relics, pets, whatever. So, I've kind of taken a breather from pushing on the earth side, and just kind of working on the fire. The fire build's still the same. Probably one of the biggest changes is we got a couple of more mythical jewels in here, and you will notice that we finally got the 3 set here for the vermin. Now, of course, we got some other stuff here. We could probably go with the fancy. I think fancy is probably one of the more optimal ones that had mid range here, but basically I had the gems, I had the skills, the enchantments, whatnot, the synergy. So I just went ahead and used the Fur because I know we're going to be getting through there before. I will say this though, I generally feel bad for any of the top end players out there because I thought like mythical gems, like trying to craft them were like toxic enough. Trying to craft those ultimate gems. That's absolutely disgusting. I'll tell you what, man. Luckily for the people out there, I believe I saw on Epic Butter's channel, there's like a fail safe or something like that. After you do like 3 failed attempts or something like that, they give you an ultimate gem. Thank God, because that's a lot of gems and a lot of resources to like just constantly throw away there. But yeah, we got, not only did we get the We got the fervent build there on the max. We did actually, in fact, do the upgrade here. We did a one time one pull, got the additional slot here. So now we're saving up some resources so we can get this. I think it's the sapphire, not the sapphire, but the smoked amethyst. Is that what it is? That particular gem, legendary gem, getting that one going. We are still waiting on, I think, one specific enchant. So I went ahead and just put in a little bit of a move speed, so we can get that improvement here. But yeah, we're doing pretty good here, and I believe we got a new enchantment that I'm very excited about, which is going to be the Sword Tomb. Sword Tomb obviously is the main damage and ability that we utilize. So it was nice to finally get this. Literally have not gotten, I've been looking for it for a very long time and have not gotten it and whatnot here. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is start saving some resources for Coma, because I feel like this is, the ultimate set for me. The Coma, one of the best faces right out there. So if that's the case, I might as well invest into opening up that slot and getting an extra gem in there. Feel free to comment in the comment section down below if you don't feel that way, but I think that's what generally people do here. And the good thing about it is that, every single time you do decide to do it, and if you fail, the chance of improving your success rate goes up a little bit there. So eventually it'll come around. We'll be happy about that. Over here, no changes whatsoever. We just got the Wise Oars rated the Airwalker. Now, mind you, I hope that one of the things I didn't notice is that I hope that the Airwalker stacks. I would be the one to put two ally enchants for the same one, and they would not be able to stack here. But Ancient Beast Hide is still in there. We got the Vivid still in there. Still don't have any enchantment for like Sophia or anything like that, but we do have her treasure nonetheless, so at least that's going to be improvement. We'll probably maybe switch to Silver Gain out down the road, but for right now, we're just going to utilize it as it is and just kind of go with the flow. As far as enchantments go, I feel like I'm pretty behind on this one. This is something that I was constantly working on till about 200, then kind of took a little break because the amount of resources that I needed for the gold, man, it was just burning me out, like just so much gold resources. So again, that's probably my own fault because I'm not really taking advantage of farming optimally when it comes to item drop rate and trying to get all those resources here. So I probably got to figure out a way to do that better. And then once I do, maybe I'll be able to get the resources here. I'm trying to think if there was anything else really to kind of mention. Outside of that, we have been playing around with this flask. I know it's not probably the best one to use, but we have been playing around with that a little bit. Just testing out different things. Normally, I do have the wind bottle in there, but I switched it out temporarily speaking, just so I could test it out. That's probably actually I had it in there. That's probably why my wind bottle dropped a little bit here. But yeah, no, we're normally like 12 to 13,000. We can actually take a look to see what we are at here. Let me go ahead and see, because I know that we had this one on here, and it was quite the bit of change. Let's go ahead and take a look now after we get this clear to see where it's at, and maybe we'll still be able to get the clears that we have. Speaking of which, let me know about that door from the flask that I just took off. Really curious to hear your feedback on that. Do you guys use that? Is that like a normal thing for you, or are you guys just kind of keeping what you already have here? So now, if we take a look at our stats here, yeah, move speed 10,000. Like I said, we're still missing a little bit. I think I'm normally at 12,000 or something like that. But again, we're making a little bit of progress, so it's good considering that maybe 2 or 3 videos ago, my movement speed or whatever was literally at the minimum. For you to go ahead and even make that thing even worth your while here. So yeah, we're making some progress on that. We're making some progress on our resource table in the shelter, trying to get the resources that we need to get the Steel 13, because as you might have guessed, I'm not like super endgame, so I need to continuously get the resources needed to get that Steel 13, because we have not opened up this Corellius or whatever it is, and we want to do that so we can get the yin yang ability or a trait, so that we can get that value out of the skill damage versus ally damage. I feel like when we get that, we're going to be able to climb up even more. But outside of that, we've just been kind of pushing specific stuff. As you guys know, in the previous video, I think we showcased the flirt and how much of a permanent it is. I will say this, man. It seems like Comptos really wants to move the fire build as much as possible. I mean, you look at this one versus some of the other ones out there, right? I mean, it's just, I mean, mind you, this one I think is on the same level, right? Minerva or whatnot, but like something like, Melamute, who kind of came back in here, one of the old school ones. It's like, oh man, it's just not the same. Lot of power creeping, like the things that are coming up on these specific units here or pets or whatnot, just night and day different than some of the upcoming pets or whatnot here. So it's like one of those things where I'm like, man, do I get this 183? Is it going to viral? Or should I just wait for the next round of pets to come in? I'll have to wait and see, but I will do this while we're chilling here on the side. I don't know how in the world we collected over 3,000 of these things. So we're just going to do a successive summon, pop these out here, and see what we get. And maybe we could do some upgrades in here, especially with some of the stuff that we have leveled up, and get them at a little bit higher. I will say this though, it's still outrageously hard to get ourselves the resources needed to level up. And you know what? I do want to pay attention to where I'm at, because I just noticed that if I continuously do that, I will burn some of my resources to level it up. That's the only downside, I think, of the relics here, is that you have to use, that resources to upgrade is also the same to summon as well. Luckily for me, I've been, just kind of collecting summoning tickets along the way, so it is what it is. We'll take it, but yeah, I'll have to see. As far as my pickup tickets go, I already have the Immortal Dragon scale. I don't know if there's any of a reason to, really level it up. Remember, guys, I know that it's important to level it up and have a higher stat, but, where I'm at in the game and the amount that I'm spending in the game, I don't know if that's like the best thing to do. I will say this though, this Immortal Dragon Scale is a phenomenal relic to use when you're having situations where you can't stay alive in a specific battle. So sometimes I do switch that out just to provide a little bit additional mitigation, and it's actually helped tremendously. Funny enough, it's just like I said. Right now, we've hit a little barrier here, and maybe we can even, showcase it right now if I can here. Let me go ahead and awaken this bad boy and level this up. And let's go ahead and we'll do a little bulk awakening here. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and switch this out with it. And we'll see if it does what it won't do. So we just saw that we just died in this spot. Let's go ahead and see, once we click on this, if we can stay alive and be able to, get onto the boss. Because obviously if I can't even take on these monsters, then, what am I to do here, right? I will say this, though. I was laughing in the Discord chat for the Soul Square Discord, that they were telling me that, as we climb up the ranks, the mitigation, the amount of stats on some of these just regular monsters we're fighting along the way, you'll realize that their stats are like outrageously disgusting. You'll notice that you can't even get to the boss because the stats of these monsters have more stats than the boss himself. It's crazy. But yeah, I think we just proved our point right there. That specific relic provided us a little bit of mitigation, a little bit of all element res. And as you guys can see now, we're staying alive and not having any issues at all. So that's a good reminder that, while you're doing these matches here, guys, just make sure that even though we have this, a lot of information available to, test stuff out and do whatever, definitely mess around, test some things out. You just never know what is going to be the optimal thing to do. And when you feel like you have the ability to kind of push offensively. If you're getting stuck in a spot, see what you can do to improve your stats defensively, right? And that's one of the things that has helped out. And yeah, it's doing pretty good. I'm trying to think if there was anything else that I wanted to go ahead and talk about. Let's go ahead and take a look here, since I got 5 rerolls. See if we can get lucky on camera, trying to get ourselves something that we haven't had before. So again, as you might have guessed, it's just kind of toxic when it comes to this, because you just don't get anything new, unfortunately. All these ones you've already had. All these ones are very low. I mean, personally, even if it was a lower one, I wouldn't mind. I just want one that's new, right? There's so many units that I don't have their treasures for, but I guess we're just not going to be as lucky. So it is what it is. But either way, fam, that's going to be it for the video. Just doing a quick update on kind of what's going on with regards to my account. Again, sitting there with 9 fervent now. I'm still rocking the fire build. Like I said, still playing around with a couple of units out there. I will say this. I've been really good about getting back into my Dream and Nightmare, climbing using my keys. Really good about my Shrine of Darkness, trying to get those additional gems. And one of the things that I was constantly forgetting about is going up to the Tower of Trials, as well as the other Elemental Abyss down here. I was slacking on that. I completely forgot, like literally, how many resources there are to that is to be beneficial, especially like the Void Legacy to do all the jewel improvements, to do all the ultimate gear improvements. One of you guys, for those of you guys out there that are relatively new to the game, if you're like hard stuck on something and maybe you leveled up a few hundred levels and you haven't done that specific content on the road, I highly recommend going and check it out, see if you can clear it. And you'd be surprised as to, like I said, how many stages you might be able to clear and how many resources they actually have in those specific areas here. So yeah, guys, thanks again for watching. I appreciate y'all's support as always. Again, if you guys need anything from me down the road, y'all know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course hit the notification bell so you guys know when the next video drop. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.